Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudiri Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkrupādam Vande Shri Gurun Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhava Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Welcome to the Srimad Bagavatam session, Canto 11, Chapter 5, verse number 19. Shri Vacha Kasmin Kale Sa Bhagavan Kim Varnaha Kidrusho Nurabi Nam Na Kena Vidina Pujyate Tad Ihotshatam. Word by word. Shri Raja Vacha, the king said, Kashmin in what? Kale, time, Sa, he, Bhagavan, Supreme Lord, Kim, Varnaha, having what color? Kidrisha, having what form? Nirabi, by men. Namna, by what? Names. Va and Kena, by what? Vidina, processes. Pujyate is worshipped. Tat, that. Iha, in our presence. Uchyatam, please speak. Translation purport given by the disciples of Abhayacharya in the Bhaktivedanta Samshila Prabhupada Ki Jai. King Nimi inquired, in what colors and forms does the Supreme Personality of God appear in each of the different ages, and with what names and by what types of regulative principles is the Lord worshipped in human society? Purport. It has been clearly established in the previous verses that human life is spoiled if one does not surrender to the Supreme Lord and engage in his loving devotional service. Therefore, the king is now requesting the sage to give specific details about the worship of the Lord, because this devotional process has clearly been described as the only practical means of delivering conditional soul. Om Agnanaatimirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Padan Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Sa Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So in this chapter 11th canto 5th chapter, Nardas is teaching to Vasudeva, and connected to this also Nimai, the Raja, King Nimi is inquiring to Navayogendras, and each one of the Yogendras are describing the topic of Urukrama. Another name of Krishna is called Urukrama. Urukrama means one who does Herculean tasks, big, great tasks that no ordinary man or ordinary layman can do this. So, when King Nimi Maharaj inquiring to Vasudeva that, please tell me about the different ages in which Lord has possessed different colors and the worship processes. So everything you tell me, please explain me in detail. So he's taking very humbler position and inquiring to one of the Navayogendras that what is the color of Supreme Personality of God in Treta, Satya, Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. And what is the worship that is recommended by the Shastras, which is written by the Vasudeva. I mean the uh, Vedavyas, the literary incarnate of um, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, in the coming slokas, um, the one of the Navayogendras are explaining that in each yuga, like in Satya Yuga, Lord has taken Sukla, the color, white color, and what are the divine things he is holding, and what is the purpose of coming to, what is the purpose of this incarnation, and what types of regulative principles one has to follow to worship the Lord by the humans. So, because one thing we have to understand that human society, human birth is given for us to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because we have taken innumerable forms of living entities, and we have been changing the bodies or entering to the yonis, different yonis in different lifetimes. So at least it is recommended that only in the human, it is understood that only in the human life one can surrender to the Supreme Personality of God, not in any other living entity, not in any other forms of life. So Lord himself has spoken in Gita that if one gives up everything, they can surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For that, we have to undergo, or we have to attain a strict sadhana. We have to practice strict sadhana by means of devotional service. So, devotional service is the only means one can surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, devotional service is such a great processes that even Krishna also responds to that, and Krishna also will become answerable for that. So, pure devotion, unalloyed devotion, akinchana bhakti, all these devotion services, these types of devotion services, one can attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there is a Navavidhana Bhakti, in which Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam, all this Navavidha Bhakti one has to follow. And also, if one wants to advance in Krishna consciousness or devotion, one wants to do unalloyed devotion service and unconditional devotion, one has to follow the footsteps of previous acharyas. Only then he can advance in the devotional service. So, sloka number 20 we will recite. Shri Karavajana Vacha Krutam Treta Dvaparam Cha Kaliriti Yeshu Keshavaha Nana Varna Abhida Karo Nana Varna Abhida Karo Nanaiva Vidinjate. Shri Karavajana Vacha, Shri Karavajana said, Krutam Satya Treta Dwapara Cha and Kali iti thus named. Yeshu in these ages, Keshava, Supreme Lord, Keshava, Nana, various Varna having complexions, Abhida names, Akara and forms, Nana various, Eva similarly, Vidina by processes, Ijyate is worshipped. Shri Karavajana replied, in each of the 4 yugas or ages, Kruta, Treta, Dwapara and Kali, Lord Keshava appears with various complexions, names and forms, and thus is worshipped by various processes. 21. As I already said, in different yugas, Krishna comes in different colors. Krishna comes in different forms. Krishna is worshipped by various processes. Trute Suklas Chaturbahur Jatilo Vala Valkalambaraha Ambaraha Krishna Jinopa Vitakshan Bibrad Dhandaka Kamandalu. In Satyayuga, Lord is in white color and is four-armed, has matted locks and wears a garment of tree bark. He carries a black deer skin, a sacred thread, prayer beads, and the rod and water pot of a brahmachari. So, how he looks like, in what color he has come in Satyayuga, and what are the different things he is holding, and how his hairs looks like, and what garment he wears. Like Krishna in Satyayuga comes in Sukla, white color. He has a matted locks and is four-armed and wears garment of tree bark. He carries a black deer skin, a sacred thread, and beads also, prayer beads, and the rod and the water pot. So nobody can cheat, because in modern world everybody is misguiding the people and cheating the people, deceiving the people, saying that I am God man, I am God, I am the incarnation of God. So all these things can be once for all driven off, or throw it, one should neglect all these things. One should neglect all these things. One should not follow these things, because it is clearly mentioned here in Satyayuga what color he has come in, in how many hands lotus hands he has, and what he is holding in the hands, that kamandala and water, the red and the rod, and he is having the dress also. It is mentioned tree bark dress is wearing. Everything is mentioned in Srimad Bagavatam, in scriptures. Nobody can cheat that he is a God. Nobody can cheat that he is a Lord. So if he is a Lord in Satyayuga, he should have all these things. He should possess all these things. Similarly in Treta Yuga also, Manushyastu tada shanta nirvaira suhrudaha suhruda samaha yajanti tapasa devam samena cha damena cha. People in Satyayuga are peaceful, non-envious, friendly to every creature, and steady in all situations. They worship the Supreme Personality by austere meditation and by internal and external sense control. So, in Satyayuga, how people will be? What is the swabhava of people? What is the nature of the people in Satyayuga? In Satyayuga, these people are very sattvic in nature, very friendly to everyone, non-enviousness, and harmless people. They are study in all situations. They worship the Lord by austere meditation and by internal and external sense control. Hamsa Suparno 23. Hamsa Suparno Vaikunto Dharmo Yogeshwaro Malaha Yogeshwaro Amalaha Ishwaraha Purusho Vyakta Paramatmeti Giyate. Hamsa, the transcendental swan. Suparnaha, those wings are very beautiful. Vaikuntaha, the Lord is the Lord of the spiritual kingdom. Dharmaha, the maintainer of religion. Yogeshwaraha, the master of all mystic perfection. Amalaha, immaculate. Ishwaraha, the supreme controller. Purushaha, the supreme enjoying male. Avyakta, the unmanifest. Paramatma, the supreme soul in the heart of every living entity. Iti tas giyate, his names are variously chanted. In Satyayuga, the Lord is glorified by the names. In this particular verse, what are the different names Lord has in Satyayuga? That has been explained. Hamsa, Suparna, Vaikunta, Dharma, Yogeshwara, Amala, Ishwara, Purusha, Avyakta, and Paramatma. He says Karabhajana Muni is replying to Videha Raja Nimi's questions about the varieties of Lord's incarnations. In Satyayuga, the Lord's color is white and he wears tree bark. Okay. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has explained the Lord's various names in Satyayuga as follows. those who are self-realized on the supreme reality of the personality of Goddess Paramatma. These souls who are situated in the religious system of Varnashrama glorify him as the Amsa, who is transcendental to Varnas and Ashramas. Persons absorbed in gross matter consider him to be Suparna, the beautiful winged basis of the conceptions of cause and effect, who flies within the subtle sky of the soul as described as Chandogya Upanishad. So, what are the different names the Lord has in Satyoga? The Lord had in Satyoga that has been explained by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And what is the purpose of that name? Hare Krishna. So we will continue in our next session. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo.